Hi everyone, my name is Karen Trainer and I'm with the Huron Consulting Group, and this might be the highlight of my Kscope because I'm here with two Oracle ACE folks. If you wouldn't mind introducing yourself.
Hi, I'm Celvin Kattookaran, Oracle ACE Director, Principal Architect at Huron Consulting.
I'm Mike Nader, Oracle ACE, and I'm a Senior Principal Architect at Huron Consulting.
Excellent. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me here today. So this is the last day of Kscope.
It is, yeah.
Makes me a little sad. I heard that y'all had a presentation on Monday, was it? Feels like weeks ago. And you did some live demos? Who does that? Can you share a little bit with me about your cloud integration live demos that you did during your presentation on Monday?
Sure. I mean, I love live demos because...
Strong heart?
No, it just makes it fun to do. I mean, that's why you get into technology, because you try to figure things out, and you make it work. It's sort of a cool thing. It's like playing a video game, right? And so I don't want to record the demos. I'd rather do them live.
People will believe it more because you're showing that on live, so that they know that you didn't do anything, you didn't do any cheating. So they will know that it is for real, that you can make it work.
So I heard a little bit about what was shown. It's kind of incredible. So what did you guys demonstrate during this?
We had four demonstrations we put in.
Okay.
The first one was Salesforce.com, the planning, budgeting, cloud service.
And it worked?
Absolutely worked.
Excellent.
Yeah, something actually Celvin and I worked on last year, and Celvin really perfected over the last year.
Okay.
Building what we call Cloud Map.
Okay.
It is a platform for integrating data across the various clouds, Oracle and non-Oracle. Yeah. And Celvin even built an Excel plugin for it that sits sort of next to SmartView that lets you do some administrative work but easily move your data across. But yeah, we moved data out of Salesforce into Planning, Budgeting, Cloud Service.
Okay.
Reflected on a form within 30 seconds of making a Salesforce update.
Okay.
We took data out of Planning, Budgeting, Cloud and automated moved it to Oracle's BI Cloud Service.
Okay.
Just to demonstrate that you could do that.
Okay.
We actually built an integration and showed some integration technology moving other cloud platforms like Google Analytics and Adobe and Core Metrics. That data, which tracks user engagement metrics for websites, as an example, and move that into BI Cloud Service. Could easily move that to PBCS.
Okay.
And then what was the security one?
The security, we showed a custom security model where users can update the planning, planning, budgeting, cloud service. Users can themselves update the security of their reportees. They just do it in planning and then it picks it up.
Yeah, using a form, which is actually a really unique way to do it.
Fabulous.
Because as opposed to having to do it in the administrative console, in the back end of planning, you actually enable that workflow to the management tier, the user tier of the planning space, the EPM group.
Okay.
And so just like any other data input they put on a web form, you make a change to somebody's security access, and then we have a process that flows through and builds that right back into planning for you.
So that's four.
That's cool.
Cloud integration examples that you demonstrated live during a 1 hour session.
Correct.
And just at a high level, if folks had questions about cloud and on-premise hybrid integrations, this is something that you all have experience with as well?
Oh yeah, we've done it for a number of clients. I mean, we've got Sarah Katz, one of our counterparts, is speaking with one later today where we did no less than, I think, 7 cloud products integrated into both PBCS as well as an on-premise Oracle BI Foundation Suite instance, Essbase and OBIEE, but if they use UltiPro, they use Yardi, they use Kronos, they use Care Manager, they use
Microsoft Dynamics,
they use
PBCS now, and I know I'm missing one, but let's just call it 6 for now.
Okay. So 4, 6, right. And we're going to narrow things down to just one thing. So if folks leaving this Kscope conference, if you were to leave them with one piece of advice about the cloud and integration, what might that be? We'll start with Mike.
From my perspective, the most important thing is to just simply think about it and prepare. You go to design meetings and you run design meetings around the planning space or the Essbase space, and now with Essbase Cloud this is very relevant as well. And you talk about your dimensionality and your reporting, and those are amazingly important things, and you should talk about them. But really often people will forget about the thought of, okay, how am I going to get all this data here? Sometimes it's very simple. Sure, it's planning, it's my user inputs. But where are my actuals coming from? In the case of the other client we were talking about, they had data out of 6 very different cloud vendors that needed to get pulled in for not only their planning, but their reporting solution. And not thinking about that ahead of time is it's going to cause your projects to run over budget, it's going to run long, and to be less successful than they can be. So thinking about that, considering, and really making a plan for it, that's a big deal.
Excellent. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Celvin?
Integration was always there, and it's going to be here. And only thing that now what we are talking different is integrating with the cloud. That's the only difference. It's just another source. You have ways to design integrations between cloud to cloud. What my advice is, don't go for a tool, because tools can go away later. Just look at what you can do it natively, like use an API. API is going to stay, it's not going to change. You are not dependent on a tool. Just use the native way to integrate. That's my tip.
Excellent advice. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for taking the time to join me today. Enjoy the rest of your conference.
Thank you, Gavin.
And look forward to catching up with you guys again soon.
That's great.
Thank you.